want manual focus. I want autofocus. There we go. All right, TikTok, chill out. Other channels are getting online. Hi, other channels are just getting online. Hi there. This here's the Malcontent. Welcome to another issue of Malcontent News, Malcontent Matango. We're in Seattle. We're at Jimi Hendrix Park for the Juneteenth celebration. There's Juneteenth here last year, and we covered it last year. You can actually go to our YouTube channel and watch the documentary, Can You Hear Us? If you can't find our YouTube channel is Malcontent News. But if you just go into YouTube and you do a search for Can You Hear Us? We're actually the number 1 to 3 search result because people are really grokking our documentary. So we're the number 1 to 3 search result. If you do Can You Hear Us? If you do BLM documentary, we're somewhere between number 6 and number 13, depending on where the algorithm is feeding it out. Because again, it is just getting so much positive reviews. We had a busy day today. We started up in Mill Creek. We went into Redmond. Now we're here in Seattle. And with that, what I'm gonna do, TikTok will do you first. Flip that camera around. And then we're gonna flip your camera around. There we go. And there's a lot going on, and there's a lot of people here, and there's a lot of stuff that smells really, really good. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna support some black business. Jimi, I have to adjust my accoutrement. Unless, of course, you guys want to see me trip. But then some of you would probably find that quite amusing. I wouldn't find it amusing, so I had to close the feet on my So what we got here is we've got tons and tons and tons of vendors that have set up here. So if you're wondering, hey, what can I do for Juneteenth? Something you do for Juneteenth is support black business. And one of the ways you can support black business is come down here to Jimi Hendrix Park in the CD and support some black business. I will say, there is a lot of people here, and parking's tough. I don't want to discourage people, but I think we've all become spoiled in the Seattle area over the last 15 months on just being able to, like, boom, get where we want to go. And we can't get where we want to go right now. It's a lot harder. So just be patient. How you doing? I'm doing well. You want to talk about your business on a live? Is that okay?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Go ahead. It's all you.
Perfect. My name is Kayla. This is my husband, Mwande. And we are the owners of K&M Homemade Skincare. So we make everything by hand in-house here in Seattle. We specialize in small batch skincare. We have body butters here. We use unrefined shea butter from Ghana, raw mango butter from India, as well as lots of other great oils for the skin like almond, jojoba, coconut, and then natural scents like essential oils. So we have a couple body butters here today. We have a face cream that we use green tea and matcha powder in. We also have a matcha lip balm. We also use matcha powder. And then we have a floral bath soap. So we use different flowers like rose.
Is that this right here?
Yep, that's right there. Feel free to have a scent. Yes, take a whiff.
Oh, I smell like, is there like a little,
What are you picking up? We use lots of different things.
You're definitely using a lot of different things.
What are you picking up?
I smell something floral, but I smell something, it's not sage, but something, sage-ish. I can't put my finger.
We use
Okay.
a little bit of peppermint. We use some lemon. We also use lavender.
I can smell the lavender, absolutely.
Yep, we do use lavender and rose, and then a host of different flowers like marigold and jasmine.
This smells amazing. Here, we're gonna, we want to, there we go. She's got her marketing on. I love this. We're gonna hold that up. There you go. That's for Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. There you go for TikTok. Do you have a website? Ooh, I'm so sorry.
You're good. We don't have a website, but you can find us on Instagram, KM Homemade Skincare on Instagram.
All right, so K is in Kilo, M is in Michael.
Yes.
Okay, K, one more time.
Yep, KM Homemade Skincare.
So Instagram, IG, KM Homemade Skincare.
Yes. And that's just raw shea butter. That's how starts.
That's it. Well, so, yeah, why don't you talk a little, because you're making them. Why don't you talk a little bit about the process, yeah?
So we start a lot of our products with raw, unrefined shea butter from Ghana. So raw shea butter is soft, it's very creamy, but it comes in this block form. And we have a whole process where we actually melt down our butters over high heat. And then from there, we actually cool our butters through freezing, so the butters are able to combine and solidify. And then we have a whole whipping process. So we're able to start with a raw butter like shea, but it's a hard block, and then we're able to whip it until we get a soft, kind of creamy butter for the skin.
Shout out to the Ally League, because I know you watch our streams. You might want to check out their Instagram, because this might be somebody to include in Black Box.
Yes.
Black Business, Seattle, and fits right in your program for Black Box. And you should look up the Ally League Black Box and maybe reach out to them. And we'll connect Black Business Owner to Black Business Owner today. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
This, I gotta say it again. I'm gonna call it out one more time. I mean, look, I'm a dude, right? So like, this isn't my, but look, I can appreciate something that smells good.
Our products are for every and all people.
This smells really good.
We appreciate you so much.
All right, thank you so much. All right. I would love to, unfortunately when the music is playing, we have to move away from the music. YouTube in particular is really crappy when it comes to music playing in the background, unfortunately. So, but there are plenty of places to see. Oh, is this like legit Seahawks? Is this like legit Seahawks? Oh, I think it is legit Seahawks. I don't know what this is, but we're going to go find out, because there is one big line to get here. Let's see what this is. They're going to be busy, and I always, when business owners are this busy, I always respect that. So we're just gonna find out what it is and give it a shout out. Yeah, this is good stuff. This is why there's a long line. LT's Barbecue and Philly cheesesteaks. This is good stuff. This is legit. See, people are smiling that I'm saying this here. And they are, like, seriously, this is a long line for your Philly cheesesteak. And there's LT in the back. This is like legit, real legit. That's why there's a big long line here. You want a Philly cheesesteak? This is the place to be. Hi. You want to talk about your stuff on a live?
Of course I do.
All right. You'd be surprised. Every now and then you get someone go, no.
Look,
And you're like, okay.
I'm definitely okay with it.
We are here at Melanin Made Sweets, and I've heard of you all.
Really?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. So this stuff is amazeballs, but I'm gonna do. It's all you. Go.
Okay. I am the owner. I am Demira.
Demira.
I started this business in February. I opened Melanin Made Sweets in February. I love it so much. I have Yum Cakes, my version of cupcakes.
Okay.
Fat sticks. We call them Yum Cakes right here. Then we have our cheesecake filled strawberries. And
So wait a minute. Wait, cheesecake filled
cheesecake
strawberries?
No, that's what it is.
That is like the inverse of strawberry
Look.
cheesecake.
With Fruity Pebbles on top or original graham crackers. I do strawberry crunch as well, but I was sold out. So those are everybody's
Good
favorites.
problem to have.
You know?
Really good problem to have.
And I have my amazing support system here with me.
This is
My
fantastic.
son, family
Hi.
first, you know.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I love baking so much. I've been baking since I was a kid. I told my mom at 5 years old I wanted to be a cooker, and now look at me.
And this was going to be my first question: is what influenced in you? So what was your influence for cheesecake filled strawberries?
My influence for cheesecake period was my aunt. She passed away when I was a senior in high school, and to feel closer to her, she used to make these amazing cheesecakes, and I never knew how she did it, but I just started making them to feel closer to her, and it just became a thing that I loved so much. My friends have they are the reason why I started a business, because they're just like, you're amazing. desserts, love hosting, make it a business. And I went with it.
So do you have a website yet?
I do not have a website yet. I do have a card with my Instagram.
Absolutely. Yeah, go ahead and shout out your I'll take your card, but shout out your
Is
Instagram.
Melanin Made Sweet.
Oh, that's easy.
And my email is nnsweets206@gmail.com.
There you go, and I will take your card. Oh my god, because like I have to get some, but not today. I don't have a free hand. But
There's the menu right there as well.
I need these in my life. I'm
I got
talking
you.
about these.
I got you.
Look at
I have some new toppings as well. I have some
Look at
Captain
this.
Crunch toppings.
Shut up.
Some Oreo toppings. Yeah. I just did an Oreo. I did a dozen of the cheesecake filled with Oreo crunch on top.
Oh my god. This is just amazing. But I have heard of you, so there's some buzz. There's some buzz.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. And I will be reaching out.
Yes.
I need those in my life.
I got you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay.
Well, I find out what.
I don't know that she knew it. And she laughed just like her mother.
Lots of clothes, lots of interesting stuff. We're at Jimi Hendrix Park. We are live. Yeah, so I see like people are like, where are you? What is this? Right? We are live. We are in Jimi Hendrix Park in Seattle, Washington. That's in the CD, the Central District. And this is the place to be. If you're a white ally and you don't want to be performative and you're like, what can I do to support the black community? A, you can learn about Juneteenth. B, you can support small black-owned business. And the easiest place to come to support small black-owned business is right here, Jimi Hendrix Park, because there is a bunch of small black-owned businesses right here. And there is clothing, and there is food, and there is artwork, and there is, we were doing this bath stuff. Sorry, I'm like a total guy mode with the bath stuff. Beauty supplies, that's what I'm trying to sputter out here. There's some beauty supplies. So there's all sorts of stuff here. And there's happy people, and there's dogs. Hi, do you want to talk about, you're on a live? You want to talk about your business? Hi.
So this is our joint relief tea.
He want to take pictures. He doing something recorded,
So this
video
is our
recording?
joint relief tea. This one is really awesome for arthritis, any excess water on the joints, or any excess water in the body. It has
gotcha.
green tea, turmeric,
Oh, shoot.
king, stay here.
Thank you, Bree.
Oh, there we go. We're gonna get the dog on the live. Look at this. I was just saying, and there's dogs here. Now we've got it.
So we have the joint relief tea that is really good for arthritis, water in the joints, excess water in the body. There's green tea, turmeric, ginger, and rose hips in there, so it's gonna help detox you. The Nature's Xannies is really awesome. It has lemon balm and valerian root. The valerian is an active in a lot of benzodiazepines on the market, so you get that level of relaxation.
Yep.
And then we have our uterine blend called Big Pussy Energy. That one is really awesome for cramps. If you have endometriosis, PCOS, anything to do with the uterus, it is going to help with that, and it's also going to make your period so much better.
So these are teas, essentially. These are teas.
Yes,
Yeah.
herbal tea blends.
And then what else do you have?
We have incense and Palo Santo right now.
All right. So they, if you're like, oh wow, these teas sound amazing. We are in the back corner. Like if you were at the stage, you go all the way to the back, and they're on the right. And that's where they are. And we have that. Do you have a website or an Instagram? Oh, if you got a website, go ahead and do a shout out. Do a shout out on the live for everybody.
TheWitchApothecary.com, and we have an Instagram, the number 2 witches apothecary, and we also have a website that you can check out our tea blends and purchase from us.
I love the name, Two Witches. That's fantastic. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. Enjoy the sun. It's just couldn't have asked for a better day, right? Couldn't have asked for a better day.
With all this recording and stuff, thanks.
Yeah, I am.
Who you represent?
I'm representing myself.
You represent yourself.
Well,
like
I
that.
am Malcontent News, and if I could
Malcontent News.
actually get this. Pause for the cause, Malcontents. There we go.
There you go.
If you actually have a cell phone, you take a if you
Take a picture of that, and then
you,
we're gonna
if you
see
go
who
if you
you
go
are
to that,
with
it'll
all
go
this.
right to that website.
Yeah, well, that's what I wanted to do.
and then you will
My
know
niece.
all
I'm
about
trying to
we
do.
are.
So you said just take a picture?
Yeah, well, actually,
there we
that
go.
should
Wait, here we go.
that should just jump you right to our website. The
I don't
QR
think I did
code.
it. Hold on. There we go. Yep. Open Malcolm.
Malcontent
Malcontent.com in
Yeah.
Safari.
Yeah,
Yep, got you.
wonderful. And then you can check out
Yeah.
all our socials are all linked from that website.
Yeah.
And you can actually see the live that's going on right now if you want to, right from
Okay,
there.
good, because I'm like, okay, because I just met her not too long ago. She was telling about her herbs and stuff.
Yeah, it sounds very interesting.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, you want to talk about your on a live here? You want to go ahead? It's all you. It's on with Malcontent News. I'm the Malcontent.
Hi, here at the booth for Ola Wyola. We're a beautiful soul chain business here. Energy infused crystal talisman necklaces. The chains are vintage. Some of them are 50, 70 years old. They're all one of a kind. I spent over a month infusing the crystals with my energy healing chain blocks. I'm a Reiki master, crystal mystic, alchemist, intuitive healer. So they're really to empower you. They're made to roar. And
I love it, made to roar. I love it.
I mean, they're just like, and the black is for your root. That's your primal self, your authentic self, grounding you, tethering you so that you can soar. And then we work on the chakras with colors like the rainbow all the way up. My first name's Rainbow Renee, born that way. So it's a natural way for me to go. And then we have a crystal shop.
Yes.
And this is our crystal bar. Sorry. And these, once again, are all infused by me. And then, as you can see, this is like a heart chakra land right here. We've got some throat chakras. And everything under the crystal queendom is here for your power source, whether it's your solar plexus, which is yellow, love, grounding, and your higher self.
Do you have a website?
Yes, it is olawyola.com.
One more time.
OLAWYOLA.com. And then we're really big on the socials on Insta at Ola Wyola. And you can follow my account at Rainbow Renee Manier. And I have all of my healing work on there and everything that we do.
You're Renee
We're a
Renee.
family-owned business here. That's my mama, my partner in crime.
Hi.
And, Elaine Bono. I'm just here for
She's
decoration. She's just here to be cute. Let's not fool anybody. I needed some eye candy.
She's in
over
touch
here.
with her inner Marshawn Lynch right now. I'm here so I don't get fined.
Oh, that's me.
See?
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing, man?
What's up, man? Good to see you. Yeah, I know. What's up?
Been too long.
I know.
You having fun out here?
I am. I'm having fun. Yeah, we're doing a live right now, and this is the place to be. It's jumping.
Right?
I had a wicked hard time finding a parking spot.
I know. It felt so good, honestly.
It did,
I'm
yeah.
This is the worst part I've had to. This is the worst time I've had getting to an event since last summer. And I
It's
feel
been
so great about
it's
it.
been crazy traffic everywhere I went. I started Mill Creek this morning for the open and mixed coffee,
Oh, yeah.
and then to drive from Mill Creek down to Redmond. Like I left at about 11:30. Was like driving at 9 in the morning on a Monday on
Love to
405.
see it.
Oh, yeah. It's like things are back to normal. You know, it's like, or as close to normal as we can kind of get at this point, right? So I'm gonna keep percolating. But yeah, thanks for coming over and saying hi.
It's just good to see you.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Hi. You want to talk about your jewelry on a live? Oh, go right ahead.
Oh, hi. So all of the jewelry is handmade by me, and I use all authentic stones and high quality metals. It's all handmade with intention for healing. Each of the stones have offer different healing properties, and I have lots of different options. We have some adjustable bracelets, anklets, earrings, threader earrings, little mini hoops, stars and moons if you're into stars and moons. And then we have some protection stone bracelets right here.
Sorry about the squish
Oh.
pan there.
Oh, no,
Oh no,
it's okay.
you're fine. I'm just people on camera. I'm just sorry if I'm making you motion sick with the swish pan. That was on me. You're fine. You're fine.
And necklaces.
That's it. Do you have a website?
I do. It is nicherenee.com, or you can find me on Instagram, Niche Renee LLC, all one word. Facebook, Niche Renee LLC.
There you go. Thank you so much. And I know I'm seeing like in the comments, like, where is this? Where is this? Where are you? Etc. We are in Seattle. This is Jimi Hendrix Park. We are here at the Juneteenth. This is a Juneteenth education and celebration and a chance to support Black-owned business. This is like, it's parking is like, parking's tough. I got to say, if you're like, yeah, I want to come down there, I want to see what's going on. Definitely bring a little bit of patience because parking's crazy. And I just realized this is what I'm going to do. We're missing like a whole bunch of tents because there's actually another round of them that are over here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go this way and then I'm going to come back around. I'm great. How are you?
I'm good.
You want to talk about your business on Alive?
Yeah, I guess. I'm kind of nervous, but I guess.
Nothing wrong with being nervous. I'm nervous too. Just don't let anybody know. God, you're so cute.
Okay, so we're on live now?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Lord. Okay. How do we do this?
Just
Okay,
tell us
hi,
about who
my
you are.
name is Antoinette Hamilton, and I am the owner of Nefertiti Holistic. Let me get this little sign right here so I can show you my logo. This is Nefertiti Holistics. You might have seen us around, but we are a metaphysical gift shop. We love to bring you new and exciting items. All our crystals are hand carved and polished. I don't really have raw crystals, but I have something that will amaze you. And every time you see me, I'm gonna have something different. So come and get your crystals. You know what I'm saying? From palm stones, hearts, jewelry, pipes, spears. You know, whatever you need. Just come see us at Nefertiti Holistics. We do live sales and free giveaways on Facebook all the time. And let me just show you one last thing, guys.
Yeah.
Let me show you the type of stuff we give away.
I think she's sandbagging on being nervous, y'all.
We gave this away. On
Here,
one
get
of
up.
our
Yeah, get up a
giveaways.
little. Yeah, get up a little. There we
Yes,
go.
Indeed. We gave this away on one of our giveaways, one of these, and you'll see it on our Facebook page. Our happy customer who won this, and I shipped it straight to her. And then we also gave away one of these, this money kitty. This money kitty is valued at $50, and we gave this away just for participation in one of our live sales. So make sure to visit us on Facebook. Yes, indeed. Thank you.
I'll tell you, for someone who's nervous, you did an amazing job.
Thank you.
Thank you. Y'all aren't behaving on TikTok, so y'all are in the penalty box. I will think about turning the comments back on over on TikTok. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, y'all have been behaving. Y'all wanna we're gonna come back. We'll come back to hers because she's busy. They're busy.
Fatherhood, the only hood. Happy Father's Day.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Same to you too. Same to you too. Wow, that was amazing. Just got wished Happy Father's Day. So what's happening? We're getting in like closer to where the entrance is, and so they're a lot more busy here. And the other thing is I'm on the wrong side of the tent. So there's areas one side, one back. So I need to get back on the other side. Oh, we got food. Look at this. tofu fries, French fries, and their catfish there. Yummy. Here, 1 second. I gotta shift my hands. Oh, wait a minute. No way. Is this what I think it is? This can't be what it is! Oh my goodness, my day is so made. You have no idea. So, anybody who was in Chop and was at the Chop Garden back in the day, you know what this is. This trailer was in the Chop Garden back in the day, a year ago. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, you can go back to drinking. All right, it's okay. All right. I'll let you go back drinking. It is hot. Oh, Black Star Farmers are here. We want to talk to the Black Star Food Collective, the Black Star Farmers. And then let me do this, because it'll be a little, because we're really close to the music. And YouTube's probably going to freak out on this. All right, bear with us here. We're just waiting our turn to talk to the Black Star Food Collective. Oh my God, there's like a little puppy like 15 feet away from me. And like my brain just wants to go run to that puppy right now. Good to see you too. We're just, at the moment, we're just waiting in line because we would love a chance to talk to the Black Star Food Collective, which is part of Black Star Farmers. Black Star Farmers manage the Chop Garden. I immediately noticed the trailer that was here as part of Chop Garden.
I have yet to figure out which garden it came from. Yeah, I have a feeling it came from one of our community center gardens. It's massive.
Hi, I would love to talk to y'all about, because you're part of Black Star Farm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, could we get you on a live talking a little bit about Black Star Food Collective and Black Star Farm? It's all you.
So we were formerly named Pajama Food Circle and just changed our name to Black Star Food Collective. Black Star Food Collective was started by the founder of Black Star Farmers through a grant from King County. Through a grant, and what we do is buy up wholesale organic produce and then redistribute it at a sliding scale or free to the Black community.
That's fantastic. Are you still managing the Chop Garden?
Yeah, it's not as much of a priority because we're prioritizing like South Seattle and urban gardens there and the community there, and also giving people access to organic food through Black Star Food Collective, but we're still managing it.
Thank you so much. I know there's a line behind me, so we'll keep it short.
It's
So
okay. Yeah, what we're doing today is giving away free seeds and plants, and if people want to look us up, yeah, Black Star Farmers, Black Star Food Collective.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a great organization to support. One of the mods or admins, if you could actually link, because I know we know who they are, we've got their links. One of the mods or admins could drop their links in the comments, and it'd really be appreciated. And yeah, if they're giving away food, they're giving away vegetable starts, they're giving away seeds here. So if you want to get your grow on, for seeds, like you're gonna have to put them in the ground like tomorrow and give them lots of water, because it's gonna be hotter than it's gonna be hot Monday. Thank you so much. All right, got to do a little get my microphone back clipped up. Give me a second. And you might just have like crappy sound for a little bit, because you're going to hear me manhandling the microphone. There we go. All right. All right, TikTok, I'm going to take you out of the penalty box.
Right here, that free is.
So TikTok, welcome back. We are live, meaning welcome back to being able to comment, because y'all weren't behaving over there. We are in Seattle. This is Jimi Hendrix Park in the Central District. And this is the place to be. This is it. It's banging. It's busy here today. Oh my God! Oh, you get a hug. TK, you get a TK's here. TK, I want to say something. I saw you. You were on Converge, I think, the day before, the day after me.
Yeah.
You look so relaxed. You look so. I mean,
A lot of that stuff from last year ago.
I know. It showed. It really showed. Absolutely. And I know you say you got something cooking, and I know we're waiting to hear what it is.
I got it covered.
Okay. All right. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Oh my God, my day is made. Seriously, my day is just made. TK was one of the, they don't like the word leader. TK was one of the organizers. And TK, one of his favorite, I'm regular schmegula guy. And for a regular schmegula guy, she had a ton of impact. And like seriously, I was on Converge Media Morning Update. That was June 2nd. And I don't know, TK was either on the 1st or the 3rd. I know I saw TK on there. And the time that I saw TK before that, TK was just like the rest of us. TK was just fried. You could see the stress, everything. TK looked so relaxed, so happy. And it's just so good to see that they've been in this healing space and working on healing. So, how you doing? You want to talk about your business on a live?
You want to buy something?
Well, I could come back and buy something right now, but
Thank you, ladies.
as I said, it happens every now and then. People want to talk about their business. It happens. All right, wait a minute. No, I don't think we've been this way. And then there's a whole other, like about 2/3 of the side we didn't see. Ooh. Ooh. Actually, DK's talking, and we're gonna let DK. And we're gonna come back to that. We definitely want to come back to that. I'm actually okay. Now I know where I am. I was just gonna say I'm kind of lost, but now I know where I am. How are you? You want to talk about your business here? She's finishing up the transaction. Oh, I think I know. No. Different artist. I'm with Malcontent News. I'm the Malcontent News. If you've got a phone, you can take it right to the website if you scan the QR code.
I would love to scan that.
Yeah.
This is where I would kind of look to see the footage that you've gotten for today?
Well, this will go to our print website, but all the links to all of our social channels are there.
Okay.
So from there, you could jump off to Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. I'm leaving one out. Facebook. Oh, I'm so sorry. Here you go. Yeah. And that should just, if you get the QR code, that should just take you. It's bright. It's really bright today. I mean, I'm like. By the way, malcontents, if they're like sometimes like the camera's not pointing to the right, I literally can't see the screens. That is how bright it is here. So go ahead. It's all you.
Okay. Well, hello. My name is Avery, and I am the founder of Tasbira. Tasbira is an African streetwear brand that infuses streetwear style and preserves African culture, and it's all done sustainably through Seattle fashion students that construct our patterns, and the hours that they spend constructing these goes towards their education. But we are really all about our connection and our partnership with Bamburi Women's Empowerment Center in Kenya. All of our products, I bring the fabrics back with me from Africa, and all of our beaded items are completely handmade by them. And we are really all about providing locals in Africa the opportunity and education to provide and scale their business, but provide opportunities for other locals through their own businesses. So,
do you have a website?
We do. It's tasbira.org, and you can find us on Instagram at the Tasbira Shop.
And we'll go ahead and we'll do. Now you got that. We'll go ahead and do this. I seriously cannot see it on the screen, malcontents. I do not know.
This might be a little brighter.
Here, oh yeah, we'll do some high contrast. Yeah, we'll do some high contrast. Maybe you can see that one.
All right, thank you guys. Okay.
Yeah, I'm wrapping up. I'm so sorry. Oh no. Okay. I don't want to be between you and. So thank you so much. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's really just everything with the meaning behind here. So it means the world that you capture this here while we're here. So.
Avery, thank you so much. So once again, for those of you like, where are you? Where is this? We are in Seattle. We are live. We are at Jimi Hendrix Park in the Central District. This is a Juneteenth celebration. They had a Juneteenth celebration here last year. There were vendors here, but nowhere near as many vendors as there are this year, in part because we are on the brink of having all COVID restrictions lifted. As you can see, masks are essentially outdoor optional. Indoor masks are still mandatory here until June 29th, or until about 100,000 more people in the state of Washington get their first poke. And in theory, we could be as early as June 25 back to full reopening. If you haven't gotten vaccinated, get vaccinated. I want to go back this way. I remember there was an organization I wanted to talk to. And it might be a good org to get them at some point on the show, because they're anti-gentrification org, and I have to find their booth. That's the thing. I'm seriously, I got like a little lost. Okay, I know where I am there. And then I'm a little lost. That's not it. Was it over here? I'm on the wrong side. I just figured it out. Yeah. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna hover here, we're gonna wait our turn. If you're looking to support black business, if you're like, it's Juneteenth, what should I do? Support small black business. It's the easiest thing you can do. And again, I keep seeing comment like, where is this? Where is this? Where is this? And I'm sure there's people like, read the description, but that's okay. We're in Seattle. We are live. We are at Jimi Hendrix Park that is in the Central District. And this is Juneteenth celebration, which has been planned for months. There was a Juneteenth celebration here last year. And oh my goodness, Trey Holiday is here.
You know Trey Holiday, all Converge, always out here in the street.
Trey Holiday, part of Converge Media and also part of African Town.
Don't know what libation is. It's about us giving
If Trey's going to be doing a speech up there, we're going to go run and go talk to Trey or listen in to Trey. So I'm kind of listening to the background to see what's going on.
But you have to always remember that
Hi there. We're live right now. I would love to hear what y'all are doing.
Who are you with?
I'm with Malcontent News.
Okay, but are you with the team?
No. I don't know what you mean by the team. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. So, what do you want us to do?
Well, I'm just curious about because you have a sign here. Are you or do you know a Black Central District homeowner artist? We want to talk to you. Central Area Culture of the 21st century. On the surface, it sounds like you're working against gentrification of the Central District.
We're definitely doing that. Our primary goal is to work with Black homeowners, organize Black homeowners to address issues around land policies that are impacting Black homeowners, stopping them, from being able to stay in their home, being able to keep their home up. Those are some real issues for Black homeowners. And a lot of Black homeowners can no longer afford to stay in the Central District. So they're losing their homes. And so, we're trying to organize those Black homeowners so that they can, continue to keep their homes and stay in the Central District.
So for people who aren't familiar with, for our national audience, may not be familiar with Washington state law, Washington doesn't have an income tax. So Washington tax structure is based largely on property tax and consumption taxes, sales taxes. What is happening is we have so many people, contrary to what Fox News is telling you, we have so many people that are moving into Seattle. We have a really severe housing crunch here. And so the prices of homes are skyrocketing in the area. Now you might go, well, that's good, especially say if you're somebody who's been in a house for 20, 25, 30 years, or you're in a family multi-generational home. But what's happening as those prices continue to go up, the property taxes are going up. And the property taxes are pushing people out, particularly people who are on fixed incomes, people who had planned to retire in those homes and hand them down generationally. Here's the other challenge that they face. The zoning laws in Seattle, and we have interviewed 6 mayoral candidates, they have all told us the same thing. The roots of Seattle zoning law, and jump in if I get any of this wrong.
No, you're right.
The roots of Seattle zoning laws go back to the 1920s. They were built in with historical racism, not just for Black population, but also for Asian population. And this is why we have Chinatown, this is why we have the Central District. But what's happening now is if you want to build an ADU, let's say, so an additional dwelling unit, or if you say, okay, I want to create a mother-in-law apartment, and so I can have somebody share my home, pay some rent, help with the housing crisis, and I get to stay in my home. The permitting process for that in Seattle is quite frankly a nightmare, and 2 years ago it was worse than a nightmare. It was basically impossible. So we've gone from impossible to nightmare, and it's not good enough. It needs to be better. And that is why we have these huge problems in areas like the Central District, Beacon Hill, Baker neighborhood. These areas are gentrifying heavily, and the Black and minority populations are getting pushed further and further south And they're now, what's happening is because property values are going up in Tacoma, they're getting squeezed out from the other side. And so you have Federal Way, which is now 14% black. And the prices are going up there.
Right. You're absolutely right. I was just talking, and what was crazy, I was just talking with a friend of mine about an hour ago, and he was telling me he actually lives in Columbia City, and what he said is that a house behind him, they're in a bidding war over this small house. It's like a one-bedroom house. The bidding war's at $1 million.
And what's going to happen to that house, malcontents, is no one's going to move to that one-bedroom house. That one-bedroom house is going to get torn down, and a $2.5 million house is going to be dropped on that $1 million lot.
Right.
And that is, and you're going to go, well, you should just, at $2.5 million, unless you're working at Amazon or Google or Facebook, or you've been at Boeing for 20 years, or you're at Microsoft, it ain't happening for you.
Right. Absolutely.
And so so you talk about like you're organizing and pulling together, but so how are you combating? Is this about political activism to get zoning laws changed and tax laws changed, or is this about...
It's going to be a combination of all of that. But it's really about, it's really important that the issue that is impacted are the folks that are leaving Texas. So that's why it's important that we are making an effort to organize black homeowners to like I said, address the issues that are causing obstacles to stay in their homes, to keep their homes, to pay the huge taxes on housing. It's hard.
Yeah. And here in Washington State, the way that our state constitution is written, it is near impossible to create an income tax and change our structure. However, there are things from a taxation standpoint that we could do as a state, such as homestead exemptions, like they do in Texas, because Texas has ridiculously high property taxes. Like, they make our property taxes look easy, but they don't have the skyrocketing home values there because of other laws that they have. But in Texas, you can create a homestead exemption and get your taxes reduced about 60%. And the reason Texas has that is so that people can retire in the homes that they built in. This is something that is possible under the laws in Washington State. This is one of your flyers and contact information here. Okay, I'm going to reach out to you because I would love to get you all on our show sometime to talk more about this. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Why y'all gotta misbehave on TikTok all the time? Why? Why? Really, Fox News doesn't lie. Fox News has told you that Seattle is burned down. See how burned down it is? Fox News lies through their friggin' teeth. All right. TikTok, y'all going into the penalty box again. You need to go think about your sins, TikTok. All right, there was, it's all the way over the other side. We love our puppers. Hello, puppers. Oh, wow, I smell something really good. It must be y'all. I said I smell something really good. That's what I thought.
We got a lot of different.
You want to talk about your business? We're on a live. You want go right ahead.
Oh God, I didn't know I was right on the spot. So this is Deja and Company.
Oh, it is here.
We got handmade soy candles. We have beard oil. We got a body butter, and then we have some bath bombs, all handmade, and all different varieties of scents. We have fruity scents. We have clean scents. And we just started in January.
You just started in January. Wow, fantastic. Do you have a website?
Yes, we have a website, www.dejaandcompany.com.
Here, we're gonna.
All the social medias are on the back.
There we go. Okay, I
Feel
can.
free to check us out. It's all natural, all organic.
I think because I smelt it over here. I wonder if it's the bath bombs I'm smelling.
They're all different scents.
Yeah, it's this. This is what.
That's Oreo.
That's what?
Oreo bath bombs.
This is an Oreo bath bomb, y'all, and it smells amazing. I just take showers. And like, look, if you were on the stream earlier, it's like, I'm total dude, this is not my jam. And this smells amazing. If I was looking for a bath bomb, it would be this, between this and the peppermint lavender lemon peel one I was smelling earlier. Congratulations on starting your business. Thank you so much. You want to talk about your business? All right. It's all you.
Okay, hello, my name is Zeta Fields. My business is called Closet Kitenge. And Kitenge basically means African fabric.
Oh, I'll just hold it for you.
Kitenge means African fabric in Swahili. And I'm from Tanzania. So I like representing my culture here in the Pacific Northwest. But the problem that I kept running into year after year was that there was nothing that I could wear that represented my culture that I could wear in the colder temperatures. So I decided to take it upon myself and start a African winter clothing line. And that's what Closet Kitenge is. And I have infinity winter scarves and sweatsuits, and I also have purses.
The purses are gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
Look at these. And like, so what you're doing is you're using traditional you're using African fabrics with traditional patterns and works.
Yes.
And you're purchasing that, bringing it here, but you're making essentially winter wear with that.
Yes, I am.
This is amazing. What a great idea. How long have you been doing this?
I just started it just a couple months ago.
There's so many new. See, this is what all right, TikTok, because you can't comment. I'm going to go back and go, Fox News doesn't lie, right? Fox News telling you Seattle all burned down. Nothing going on here in Seattle. All we're talking to is all these new businesses. You know, a bunch of people around here. Fox News lying to your asses. Stop listening to that stuff. It's rotting your brain. Congratulations on just starting.
I used my stimulus check to start this.
Shut up.
I did.
That's fantastic. And do you have a website?
Not yet. It's in the works.
You got an IG? Everyone's got an IG, it sounds like.
Social media platform right here.
All right, so it is.
Closet Kitenge.
Here, so let's do this. I'm going to grab one of your cards.
Okay.
Here's your socials. We're going to go like that. All right, that's TikTok. And come on, focus. There we go. That's for YouTube, Twitch. Sorry about that. It just went out of focus. There we go. That's for YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. So there's the socials right there. So if you're looking if you want to support Black business, if you're like, wow, this stuff is beautiful, and you live somewhere where it's colder, and you want to be warm and fashionable, check them out on the socials. Thank you so much. Okay, there was another booth that I wanted to check out. They were really busy, and they were on the back side here. They were at the backside close to the stage. They were really busy.
That they shall not enter into his rest.
And here it is. Here's Matthew. Matthew was here last year and got arrested and literally dragged off by the Seattle Police Department. And we filmed him getting arrested and dragged off by the Seattle Police Department. If you go on Twitter, you go on our Twitter feed, you'll have to look a little bit, and it's all the way back in January of 2021. But you can find a video of Matthew getting hit with the stop sign. It's a long story. And before everybody's like, is this right? Trust me, Matthew is not liked by anybody. And he disrupts everything. He is an equal opportunity disruptor. Okay. Oops. Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine. We are live. We are in Jimi Hendrix Park. We are in Seattle. And this is a Juneteenth celebration. This was planned for a long time. They had Juneteenth here last year. Last year there were a bunch of speakers. Jenny Durkin was here, and somebody was here in a Mayor tear gas outfit. We actually, if you go on our Twitter, there's a video today, and there's a photo montage of what was going on last year there. And you can actually see, among other things, Mayor tear gas. Ooh. Hi. Could you tell us a little bit about LifeMap?
LifeMap is a program for 14 to 24-year-olds to give them the tools to start a business, and then they give them a stipend at the end to create their dreams. So today we have Zara with Z-Pop Lip Gloss, and she went through the program, completed the first cohort, and now she's here selling her products.
And this is...
And Zara's 13.
And Zara, why don't you tell us a little bit about your business? Check this out. Zara is a future Black business leader, and she's at a really early start, y'all, at 13 years old. Zara, go ahead.
Yes, my business is most about uplifting people, about feeling good about themselves, feeling confident, feeling loved, loving themselves from the inside and out. And yeah, it's mostly my business is built on self-love.
Tell us about your lip gloss and what was your idea? Why lip gloss? What was your idea?
Yes, I wanted to make a lip gloss that was natural and good for your lips and a good moisturizer. So I made a vegan lip gloss. I found that and I added some oils to it, and it came out as my dream lip gloss, and I turned it into a business, and here I am today. Yes, and this is building confidence and love through products.
That is wonderful. That's fantastic. She's doing amazing. You're just 13. This is amazing. You're doing tremendous work. Can I take one of these brochures?
Yes.
This is her business card.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. There we go. So TikTok. There you go. Here we go. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. The equipment's borderline overheated, you all. That's why sometimes you're seeing focus issues or why it gets a little choppy. It's not super hot. It's really bright, and the equipment's kind of cooking.
This is the brochure for the life map.
Okay.
And then this is for my mom's business.
Hi. Why don't you talk a little bit about this?
Yes.
And who are you?
So I'm Catrice Dennis. Zara's my other. So I started my own learning program for children. So we focus on just developing the human spirit within each child and making sure they're healthy and loved. So this summer we have a program where we are going to be at the farm in Kent called Briscott Farm, and the children will become junior farmers. So there's animals and nature, so they're going to learn how to take care of the animals. So
This is fantastic.
so my program is nature-based. I bought a shuttle bus and turned it into my mobile classroom. So we go all over in the community, to the parks, to the beaches, and we learn and we explore through doing and being.
I love it. This is fantastic. And here, I'll take one of your brochures. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.
You too.
You should be so proud. Yeah, there's a lot to be proud of.
I am. She worked hard and went through the process. And
I wasn't running my own business at 13.
she learned. It's not the easiest thing, but she prevailed and came through, and she's here. She's doing great. So I'm very proud of her. And this is Angel. She is the mastermind behind Life Map.
Oh, hi, Angel. Would you like to talk a little bit about Life Map?
Sure. Life Map Business Program is an 8-week online course for teens aged 13 to 24. They come in with an idea and we get them a business up and running off the ground. At this time, they also get a $500 grant to start their business, which is super important to actually having the resources needed to start and sustain a business.
And what aspects of running a business do you teach? Is it is it like a little mini business 101 boot camp or?
Yes, exactly. It is definitely a business 101 boot camp. So we go through incorporation, we go through marketing, we go through financial management, customer service, branding. Yeah, we cover all of it, or try to.
This is fantastic. I'm with Malcontent News. We have a show. If you have a phone, you could scan that if you want. I have your information, Angel, so I can reach out to you.
I need to find my phone.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
I would love to have you come on our show sometime and
sure.
have you talk about, because this is right in the lane of what our audience,
Love it.
and I would love to have y'all come on. This would just be so good. And we focus more on the east side, and Kirkland, Woodinville, Bothell, Bellevue. They need to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They need to hear. They need to hear this.
Yes. Yes. And to that end, we also we have a strong focus on business ethics. You know, so we make sure we follow the triple bottom line philosophy.
Yep.
So people, planet, profit. You can't have one without the other two.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.
Absolutely. Can I just scan that?
Yeah, go right. Yeah. She has to find her phone. Just be patient here for a moment. She's a kindred spirit. I'm like, I don't know where my phone is.
Right. It's not attached to my hip.
That'll take you right to our website. The QR code will.
Thank you.
And then there, if you do like the hamburger, if you click on, you'll see like all our socials are there, and how to contact us there, and our masthead is there.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
This foot is foreign to me, different from the other, but the same in color. This foot was told America, not Africa, was its mother. This foot knew
We're gonna
it
go
did not
to the.
begin
We're
in
gonna go do
chains,
the speakers
but
now.
from the shores of another place it came. This foot worked, splintered and swollen in fields of cotton. This foot often bore the burdens of the broken. This foot spoke in languages pieced together. This foot soared, descendants of the Moors stepped into temples in Timbuktu. This foot grew in size and width, its ancestry, its ancient limb was a gift. This foot marched for rights withheld by whites. This foot stomped and kicked, defended in fights. This foot walked alongside Nubian knights and Kushite queens. This foot has seen the colonized. This foot has danced to defy the lies it was told. This foot for generations was auctioned and sold. This foot aches from surviving, trying to walk respectfully paths that were tread. This foot led revolts for its daughters, led revolts for its sons. This foot runs from unearned bullets and threats. This foot is an intellect. This foot, although stifled, knows revival. This foot steps like black Greeks. This foot seeks to be acknowledged for its ability to last. This foot is the future. This foot is the past. This foot is more than athletic, more than aesthetic. This foot is Jim Crow. This foot is black lies breathe. This foot is all of the Rockies. This foot is both of the Crees. This foot is the same soul, grown from the same seed. My black is African. My African is black. My black is African. My African is black. The diaspora is proof of that fact. Different experiences, but we share the same DNA. And I hear my ancestors whisper, Samunye, Samunye. We are one, standing on my own 2 black feet. Grandma, God bless you. Oh, you can follow me on my IG at I am T in the Shade. I should have 1,000 followers by tonight, right? Okay, I am T in the Shade. Thank you.
Give it up for her one more time, everybody. Hey, T in the Shade, like no stuff. She is dangerous, but her daughter is something serious, okay? So keep that up. All right, so next we're gonna have Isaac Joy with King County Equity Now with a call to action.
What do you need? Huh? I can't hear you. Chips.
Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? That's right. All right, for our first action, I'm gonna need a volunteer to come on the stage. Does anyone raise your hand? Anyone to raise your hand? Someone up here just early. Okay, cool, come up here. That's perfect. That's right. Let's give little man an applause as he's coming up to the stage. That's very brave. Very, very, very brave. Awesome. Hello, hello, hello. Tell everyone your name.
My name is Baijan. My name is Baijan.
Give it up, everyone. Give it up. Okay, sit down real quick. You want to sit down in the chair? Okay, so we're going to do a little example to showcase what King County Equity Now is about and what we're here to do today. Today is about celebrating Black struggle and Black perseverance, absolutely. But it's also about building Black collective power. Ashe? Okay, and so to explain this, I want you all to tell me if this is a good or a bad deal, right? A good or a bad deal. Okay, so imagine I have a grab bag over my shoulder and I'm gonna give little man some things out of this grab bag, okay? In my grab bag I have a PlayStation, $200, and some Jordans. Is that a good deal? If I give that away, is that a good deal? Okay, so that's a good deal. Now if I said what I'm gonna give, a PlayStation, some shoes, and some money, and I'm gonna give it to little man, and that's what's supposed to sustain him for 5 years. Now is that a good deal or is that a bad deal? Okay. At King County Equity Now, we don't want grab bags. What we want is if it's a little man, and we're talking about 5 years, we want a plan that sees little man thriving. We don't want a grab bag of random things offered to our community. So when you hear things like tiny house villages, or early childhood education, or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, those things might sound nice. It might sound like a PlayStation, it might sound like Jordans, it might sound like cash. But without context, we don't know if it's a good or bad thing. So at King County Equity Now, we're about trying to provide a plan that sees the Black community thrive. We want to see the Black community thrive. So we're about investing in Black institutions. We're about investing in the Black community to see our community thrive. So a couple actions that we can take today to make this concrete. If you go to King County Equity Now right now, there's Juneteenth 21 actions, and we list out a bunch of actions that you can take today to build Black power. I'm gonna start listing off what some of those actions are to see what, not a grab bag, but what a plan looks like. We have an action to invest $300 million right now from the Seattle City Council and from County Council directly into the Black community. 2021-2022, $300 million directly into the Black community in King County. Action number 1. Action item number 2. We have a call for a $3 billion anti-gentrification and development fund for the black community in King County. That's the type of plan that we need. We don't need a PlayStation. We don't need some money in the shoes. We need a real plan to see our communities thrive. So we're calling on the governor, on elected officials, to implement a $3 billion anti-gentrification plan that our communities can utilize so that this doesn't become once a year, but we make sure that this community in the CD stays black. The third action that we have on our list, I don't know if y'all heard of the K-Row building. The K-Row building is a full block in the Central District, that was going to be bought out and predatory developed to further gentrification of this neighborhood. Last year, this community mobilized, and we stopped a full block from being gentrified. 1 year later, that full block is being bought by a black-controlled organization at $14 million to become the first in the state black-controlled, black-owned emergency shelter service provider in the state. So we have people that in our community that are experiencing homelessness, and now they're going to go to a place ran and controlled by black people so that we can service them and bring them back into the community. That's what building power looks like. We have other actions. We have property in the South End that we're trying to get put back to the black community. So we have the Youth Achievement Center, a Youth Achievement Center in the South End to provide wraparound services for our youth. We have the Family Engagement Center by East African Community Services. They've been advocating for over a year to try to get property so they can build affordable housing and do wraparound services for their community. These are all actions right now that you can take if you go to KingCountyEquityNow.com and go to our action page to build back power. And then the last thing I'll say today, which is really important, in Washington State, in Oregon, in Montana, in Idaho, in Wyoming, there are 0 owned black health clinics in those states. Currently, right here, we have an organization trying to base build the only black-led health clinic in this state over there in the Tubman Center. They're giving out free vaccines. Very soon, they're going to be applying for funding so that they can get a building so that we have black hospitals in this region. So when we're talking about plans, we're not talking about, I know, you've been so patient. You're like, man, am I going to get a PlayStation or what? What am I going to get? We'll have to get you something, absolutely. But we want to get you a plan. We want to see our black communities thrive. So if you go to KingCountyEquityNow.com and you follow those actions, just know we're doing some big things. We're talking about launching a bank. We're talking about launching a political action committee. We're talking about getting people elected to office. And most importantly, we're talking about in the next 5 years getting billions of dollars into the King County black community. So we're talking about transforming and talking about real thriving. And so if that's something that you're about, check out King County Equity Now. We have a whole list of actions that we can take to make this more just about celebrating black struggle and black perseverance, but about building black power so that in 5 or 10 years, we can look and see our communities thrive. We can see our communities reflected in the city and know that this space is a place for us. So thank you, keep checking in and appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, can we give little guy a hand too? He was so good.
Hey. All right, you guys, let's give it up one more time for Isaac Joy of King County Equity Now. Hey. You guys, up next, we have to give acknowledgement for all of the amazing graduates this year.
That's Trey Holiday.
All the amazing graduates. Right now, if any of you out there in the crowd have graduates next to you, make sure they come up front so they can get that acknowledgement. We want to make sure we acknowledge them. I got two queens coming up to the stage right now, going to go through our Black graduation acknowledgement. Miss Elijah Smith and Miss Bayon Coleman. And Sharice Rose, three of them, that's right.
All right, come on. Hello, family. Oh, isn't it amazing out here? Yes, this is beautiful. So my name's Elijah Smith. Who don't know me, just call me Elijah. If you do, community queen. I'm here with some more community queens. Miss Bayon Coleman. Look at the Price is Right thing right here. Or is this the Wheel of Fortune? Miss Sharice Rhodes. So we're here right now just to really honor our to speak about education, honor those who've been making it through the education system and celebrating all our youth for that and our adults. And so with no further ado, we're going to start with Miss Bayon. You can step up there too if you want.
Hello, y'all. My name is Bayon Coleman. I'm the CEO and principal. However, our principal next year, so that I don't have to hold two roles, Miss Mia Carroll is over here. Please give her a round of applause. We're an anti-racist collaborative community school of critical thinkers focused on dismantling systemic oppression through scholar leadership. We serve middle school and high school, and we are located in South Seattle just off of Rainier and Graham. Unlike Miss Amijah, I can't just freestyle it because I get nervous in front of community because y'all are the folks that I have to come and answer to if something doesn't go right. Right? So I don't play around with it at all. But today I want to take a moment because we're here to honor our graduates, the class of 2021. This year, you sat in front of a computer screen to learn. You learned from every room in your house and likely in cars, parks, and libraries too. You hunkered down and you studied while friends and families were taken from you by murder, COVID, and ultimately the effects of racism. And the fight and drive passed on to you by our ancestors made you resistant to failure. And you stand here before us today in front of us to be celebrated and honored on Juneteenth.
I forgot it was right
now a national holiday, which was no feat. I'd like you now to raise your hand if you had a principal or an educator that was Black. Raise your hand if you had a principal or an educator that was Black. Raise your hand if you had two. Keep your hand up if you had three. 4. There's too few hands. 80% of our teaching population is white. 7% nationally are Black. RVLA has 80% global majority teachers, and over 50% of those are Black. We have to stop sending our children to go and sit in front of teachers that do not understand them and do not praise their brilliance in front of them openly and congratulate them and let them know their history pre and post-colonial. Instead of taking your children and having them go sit in front of these folks, bring them to RVLA for middle school and high school, and then also make sure that you sign up to say that you want a PK through elementary school, because we're about to make that happen too for an anti-racist school. We know that if our Black children have one Black teacher, they are 29% more likely to stay in high school. If they have 2 Black teachers, they are 32% more likely to enroll in college. We only have 7%, and we need more of our graduates that are here today to go and enroll in teaching programs so that we can see more of our children graduating on a continuous and consistent basis. School and education was not designed for us. That's why there's only 7% Black teachers. That's why we have dropout rates for our high school scholars. It wasn't designed for us. We keep paying dues to unions that weren't designed for us. We have to know our history. You need to know that unions were created to ensure that free black men could not go and get jobs so that white men would still hold their place. We were okay to go and work for free, but we weren't okay to pay. We're making them pay today. We also need to stop supporting systems that were created to oppress us. We need to stop going in and working for these nonprofit organizations that were never meant to support us in the first place, but instead to capitalize off of us. We need to know the difference. There was a study in Atlanta that said 70% in 2 months, 70% of the nonprofit organizations were led by white individuals. 96% of those populations in Atlanta, possibly one of the blackest cities ever, 96% of those white-led organizations were directly serving black communities. They weren't designed for us, which is why we see no change. Our graduates here today, it is time for you to step up and show out and start creating the change that we want to see in our communities. It is time for you to start opening up your nonprofit organizations. It is time for you to start making the solutions and making people listen. There will be no change without us at the helm. We have to be in transformative power positions to make that happen. And we need to understand the beauty and the power of our black brilliance. I'm gonna say that again so you can really let that soak in. We really need to understand the power and the beauty of our black brilliance. Our babies would not be able to stand here to be able to walk across this stage and say that they made it through a year of a pandemic with a background pandemic that has been happening for 400 years of racism if it was not for the black beauty and the brilliance of you as parents and family members raising our children together, and the black beauty and brilliance and power of our black children here today. You cannot survive racism without that black beauty, brilliance, and power. That's the only reason we survived. It's time for us to take our children back. It's time for us to take our schools back. And it's time to pay attention to make sure that these white organizations stop insulating themselves with our black brilliance and power and using our intellectual property to make money off of us. Pay attention. At RVLA, 51% of our scholars, middle school and high school, graduated on the honor roll. Almost 40% of those scholars graduated with 3.5 to 4.0s during a pandemic. They said our children couldn't read. We made sure that 50% of our scholars who were in low and low average made sure that they grew out of those reading bands so that they can read during a pandemic. Imagine what we can do if we're actually sitting face to face with our scholars. 26% moved out of bands in high school. Our schools are not doing this work, we're doing this work. If you want your children to be properly educated with a decolonized curriculum that centers them, and our white babies need to come too, because you need to understand this brilliance so that you can work alongside us and help us with this change, but you can't lead it. So today I want to honor our babies. And I say babies because as a parent, they'll always be our babies. I don't care if you're 46-year-old, you're our babies. It is our job as a community to come together and wrap our arms around these children, to wrap our arms around one another, to celebrate them. We have to celebrate every single win. And then when we get done celebrating, it's time to continue to act. It's time to continue to act. We've got to be the change that we want to see, and we can't keep complaining. We have to do it together, and we need to do it collectively to truly harness the power of the black brilliance in our communities. So with that being said, congratulations to the class of 2021. If you want to sign up for the school, you can find our booth, Rainier Valley Leadership Academy. You can always see our website at myrvla.org. And we're gonna need your signatures and your support to make sure that we can open up that elementary school. If these faces are showing up in front of a white commission to say we need this, guess what's going to happen? We're going to have it. We demand what we need. There's no more asking. Thank you.
Ooh, that's a tough one to follow. So like it was said before, I'm Sharice Rhodes, and I first want to say it feels good to be home. I was one of those people or families through gentrification that we were pushed further out. So now, I guess I would say that's where I reside. I don't want to date myself, but I was one of those that lived on 28 behind the Cotton Club. But to be real, I also want to say something to all of these children that not only survived the school year, but survived the pandemic, survived the racism. I say that because of the fact that I also am a mother to an 11-year-old who asked me if there was a purge on Black people because of the fact of the things that she was seeing in the media. I don't know about you, but that's a tough conversation to have with someone so young. I say that to also say that I end up being one of those parents that were just sick and tired of watching, like everyone talks about the over-policing that happens on our streets, but we sit quiet and we don't talk about the over-policing that happens in our schools. So I was one of those that when my son was 6 years old, in the first grade in this Kent school district, they found that there was a need to place this young baby in handcuffs, not call mom. I'm sick and tired because of the fact that my son's not the only one. I'm tired of seeing our Black kings and queens also being put in those situations. I say that because of the fact that now, instead of just being allowed to sit at your table, I'm building up a base so that us parents can be the legs of that table. Like this queen said before, we can't just keep sitting back and allowing things to happen and just waiting for our liberation to come. So with that, I'm building up bases so that we can sit in those equity chairs. We're having listening sessions where us as community, we're having them, instead of coming back and sitting at that table where they just talk to us, they have to sit back and listen. And then later on, we come back to hold them accountable. I'm tired of certain people looking at us to say that we need to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. When I don't know about y'all, but I'm working with flip-flops. So, again, for all of you kids that made it through, you know, all of these things that I can only imagine, right? Because I hear the stories. I see when we look at our mental health, right? Like how it's manifesting in our babies. I ask you, especially now that they're listening, that we need to continue to keep planting these seeds. We need to continue to keep showing up at the table. We need to continue to keep fighting. And as a mother of two, but I feel like I gave birth to a community, congratulations to all of you.
Hello, hello. This one works. Well, thank you guys. Can we get all the graduates from preschool, kindergarten, 8th grade, 5th grade, seniors, college to kind of gather to the stage? We would love to have you guys come to the stage and be acknowledged. So this is a call out to all of our graduates.
If you just want to be acknowledged for the mere fact that you made it and survived this school year, come on up. You guys deserve acknowledgement. You deserve applause. Because we're counting on you. Just come on up closer. All right, y'all did it. Y'all can come in the front. I want to acknowledge here really briefly, I want to acknowledge our elders here. The ones who have burned pathways and trailways for us today to even talk about education. We have an Honorable Dr. Mims here today. And for y'all who do not know, this is a great queen who started the Evergreen Tacoma campus in her kitchen. That is now a campus that has been thriving. That's part of our genius here. Our collective genius. I just want to honor you, Dr. Mims. Thank you for being here today. And all those that you have mentored and brought along with you. I would like to honor our Honorable Don Mason. Because as Bayon sits here and talks about the greatness and of the work that's happening at RVLA, because of that trailblazing, brilliant leadership took over that school and made sure it was going to be for our community. That took leadership. She's here today. If you guys see her, you honor her. All the elders here, you honor them because we stand on their shoulders. They're still here mentoring us. They're passing the torch to our youngsters here. Thank you guys for being up here. Let's go ahead and give a hand clap for our graduates. There's so many more out here. I also just want to share that a lot of our brilliance, it's undeniable about our brilliance. It goes back to ancient times in Africa. So if you don't know, take the time to study. Take the time to educate yourself and understand you have choices. It seems like these mainstream public institutions are our only choice, but they're not. We have options, even if they are set up in a mainstream institution. We have brilliance inside of there that we can connect to, and y'all, we got to make the choice to connect to it. We have options to homeschool our children. As terrible as COVID was, it gave you in the trenches an opportunity to practice. So don't say you don't know how to do it. You just might need some more support, but you know how to do it. We share our brilliance with our children and let them share our brilliance back with us, and we grow together. And when you go into the schools, don't let it be no excuse that you're scared to talk about racism, anti-blackness, or whatever the need is for your child. Demand it. The whole world knows about it. So don't let us be scared to talk about it. Go up there, hold your head up, and look them in the eye and tell them what you need and what you demand, and get it. And if you don't get it, you find somebody to walk with you and go get it. And I'm not asking you to do it. I'm kind of giving you all some orders. Take heed because you got the support. I have the support. We cannot just sit on the sidelines and watch our brilliance be withered away. And one that Honorable Don Mason said, it's up to us. We got to have clear thinking black people. The global majority, not the fuzzy brains. Y'all out here fuzzy, get you some water, get you some fresh air, get you some rest, and get up out here and get to work. No excuses. If you don't have a child, it's still your responsibility to show them in the right direction and put them on the path to excellence. There's no excuses for none of us, including me. No excuses. And I'm not perfect. My kids don't want to be taught by me because I go hard. Because I don't have no understanding. We're going to get this together. So with that said, I just want to say, for those who are interested in opening up a school, small school, what have you, please reach out to Bayon Copeland. Please reach out to RVLA and try to learn about how you can make that happen. For those in early learning, you can start a child care center. There's so many options and opportunities. You can be a tutor. There's so many options and opportunities, and we can show our children how to do it. So in the meantime, I'm not going to say too much more because I could say a whole lot. Because at the end, also our brilliance are in people who are locked up and our children who are incarcerated. Our brilliance is sitting there. Connect with your family. Don't deny them. You send them curriculum because they're not educating them in there. You mail it to them. You talk to them on the phone. You help educate them and keep them clear because they will be coming out. And they gotta teach each other why they in there. No excuses. Because our people who was threatened with their lives, be enslaved, will figure out a way to teach themselves how to read. We have no excuses. The book is free. Come on, YouTube, whatever else is all free, it's out there. No excuses. Get it together. All right, with that said, congratulations, graduates. Congratulations, children. We honor you and we love you. Thank you. We're going to take a little brief intermission, have some music playing while we get set up for our next performance. Thank you.
All right, malcontents, here's the deal. I'm like, the news. How you doing, man? I've been hearing that forever. I'm seriously dehydrated, like headache and starting to cramp up a little bit. I'm gonna shut it down. I need some water, I need some shade, I need some eats. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut the streams down for a little bit because I'm